Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you to a special in-between bonus episode of Let's Play My Little Pony RPG, The Elements of Harmony. Throughout this LP, there's been a couple of times where I've had a viewer suddenly ask me, hey, where are all those muffins? I missed one! Or, hey, can you, direct me to which video show where all the muffins are? Or, something to that effect. Well, I figured, instead of going to all that trouble, why don't I just show you where all the muffins are in one handy-dandy video? And in the process, I'll kind of be recapping the game a little bit as well, just since I'll be showing you the exact order you'll be able to find the muffins in as well. Starting from right here at the beginning of the game in Ponyville, which you normally would not have the balloon yet, of course. But starting right from the beginning of the game, you'll technically have be able to find one, but you won't actually have access to one. Just following the mountains that are over here, you'll eventually come across this cave right here, where you can find a muffin that you won't be able to access until much later in the game, after you find the slab in the underwater temple and are able to speak another language after taking it to Daring Do over in Appaloosa. This technically will be your 9th accessible muffin in the game. So anyway, going back to the beginning again, you'll make your way the heck over here. Eventually, you'll down south here. You'll see Philadelphia, and if you go directly north, which is the second time in the game, but if you go directly north, you'll eventually come across this cave here, which is where you can find another muffin. But again, you're not going to be able to access this one until the tail end of the game. It'll be your 10th accessible muffin, which you won't be able to get until you can walk on clouds upon reaching the Cloudsdale Tower. So, anyway, coming back down to Philadelphia, after completing the events here, you'll gain access to a boat, and immediately you'll gain access to 2 more muffins. So, going way over here and around where Ponyville is up there, I guess I might as well kind of show you the route. You basically just follow the coast, or rather go straight north past this little island here. This normally would not be accessible yet. That's Appaloosa, isn't it? Yeah, that's Appaloosa right there. You'll go around, just follow the coast all the way around that area, or the this continent here, and eventually it'll lead you north around to this little area here, which you'll keep on following around up to this cave right here, where you'll find your first accessible muffin. Now, if you go directly north of this little, what is it? Whatever this waterway would be called, I don't know, not really a river, but anyway, going directly north from there, you'll eventually come across this patch of land. Just follow it, and you'll find your way into this other little riverish area right here. Keep in mind, Manhattan is right over there to the west, and make your way up, down, up, down, yeah, up, down, that makes tons of sense, but up this way to find this little cave here, where you'll find what technically is your 2nd accessible muffin, but you'll have to fight 4 really strong dragons for it. I would not suggest doing this until after you've already completed the ice cave. Let's see. Okay. Coming down directly this way again. The game will progress, blah, blah, blah. You'll go to Canterlot eventually. Let's see, did I pass it already? Should have went north. This is the next patch of land directly above where I just was. Anyway, on this whole little continent here, Canterlot is way over to the east there. The plot wouldn't, well, exactly have told you to go there, but it would be basically the only place you could go after getting the boat. Then you do the whole little thing with the Dark Cave, and then you'd come over here to the ancient Canterlot Castle, and fight the boss here. Then you go back to Canterlot, and Cadence would give you the skeleton key, and you would then take that key and have access to another muffin right back here in the castle, in the very back of it. So there's a room that would have been locked, but the key will open it. Anyway, then after that, the plot will progress, and you'll get the dynamite and go through the whole thing in Appaloosa and the Earth Cave, and although the plot won't directly tell you to go there, you will then eventually come, well, I'm going to be coming back up this way eventually, but you'll come across Manhattan here. This area over here will mysteriously be unblocked all of a sudden, and hey, there's my long forgotten boat there. But you'll buy your canoe here, you'll go up through this maze, go through the volcano, and eventually, where are you? I know you're up here. The ice cave, wherever it is, there you are. But as soon as you get your canoe, or actually it's more like a rowboat, you'll gain access to 2 more muffins if you keep going past the ice cave and not that way. Following, wait, is it that way? Oh, no. Sorry, not that way. Yeah. Following the path here until, don't go up that way, but up this way. And around until it'll take you to this cave here, where you can freely partake of a muffin if you would like. And then going back to where that that break is, right? You come back around this way. Oh, I guess you can't jump up there, but yeah, you'd take this big old long path, and eventually it would lead you to this cave right here, where there is another muffin that you could take, but you'll have to fight a monster called Death Gaze for it. And this is about the time that you'd want to go back and go for that other muffin that's protected by the dragons as well, at least in my opinion anyway. So after all that, you should have, I believe, 5 muffins at this point, right? 1, 2... Okay, now I know what I'm doing next. I almost got ahead of myself. Afterwards, you'll gain a light in the ice cave, or item called light, as I recall, and you'll be, well, you won't be told where to go, but you'll just have to figure out that you'll have to go way down here through that maze again, to here to the Everfree Forest, and once you get into the main area of the Everfree Forest, as long as you keep going north, and as far north and west as you possibly can, you'll eventually come into a little gate that you won't be able to open yet. And in that area, you'll find another muffin, but you'll have to fight a Marlboro for it. So be warned, it's not exactly easy at this point, but it's still plausible. Anyway, after getting through the Everfree Forest, you'll come across this desert here, where you will pick up the balloon that I'm running in already, and you'll immediately have access to a couple of more muffins. So, go back and find Ponyville. Back at Ponyville again. Go almost directly north from it. You'll find this area over here. Keep in mind the Shrine of the Elements is right there to the west of this little space that you can only access by the balloon. There's another muffin in here. This will be your 7th muffin, accessible-wise. And then other than that, let's see, easiest way to get there. Alright, let's just go, straight over here to the east. Alright, I was kind of off with the song. I thought it was on a different part. Anyway, there you are. Here in this, the Froggy Bottom Bog. All the way to the southern end, this is the only spot that you can land around here. Before landing here, though, you might want to have at least 2 hides in your inventory, because there's nothing but hydras to fight up here in this muck, and they're so not worth it to fight. And you're going to need at least 2 to get there and back again. Where? Well, if you follow the mountains here until they finally start moving over to the west, just go straight north in here, and you'll come across this cave where you'll find your 8th accessible muffin, which I guess technically is guarded by all the hydras, but hide protects you. And then after all that, you'll go and, eventually go through and find be able to... Yeah, you know what it is. The one back in Ponyville, the one above Philadelphia, you'll be able to get those eventually. And at that point, you'll have all 10 muffins. In which case, you'll then go back to Ponyville. You'll deliver your 10 muffins to Derpy, who's in Sugar Cube Corner. And then afterwards, you'll just want to come straight over to the west, because she'll give you this map here that has this little clue on it. It's pretty easy to figure out. There's this little island over here that formerly didn't seem to serve any purpose, just laying here. And with map in hoof, you can walk right into these trees and find the secret cave. Now, as far as this LP is concerned, I've already cleared this place out, and there's nothing left for me to do here, except for one thing, and that is to fight the Super Boss, which I'll be doing next time on Let's Play My Little Pony RPG, The Elements of Harmony. Arrivederci!